Hey guys, what it do? I decided to take this time to create a video while I wait on the tires on the car to be repaired. So if you hear a lot of background noise, yeah, just understand I'm right near a busy street. But, you know, with this rideshare thing, and I got a lot of individuals that I got some comments in the comment section, you know, saying that this rideshare is a real job, or, you know, work is work. Let me address some of those comments. Let me address some of those that I did not get a chance to address in that video. Let me just say this, man. Whenever, in my opinion, I'm not going to say that, let's not say that work is not work, right? You got to do what you got to do to make your money. I was specifically addressing those that had skills, you know, certain skill sets, whether it's a trade or whether it's higher education, that if you are driving Uber full time, get the key, what I said, full time. If you are driving Uber full time, then you have fucked up for those individuals. Now, if you fit into these categories and you're driving Uber full time, then that's different, right? If you are, you know, I see a lot of people that are retired, right? So older people that are retired and they had a long, prosperous career and they're driving Uber. Okay, they're driving Uber because, hey, they just want something to do. And that's understandable. They may be receiving some type of pension or some, you know, they have some retirement income coming in, but they just want something to do. They don't just want to sit at home, you know. As a matter of fact, I met an individual when I was taking the Uber, and he was like, he worked for his father's construction business. And at the present time, you know, business was slow. And though his house was paid off, he said his house was paid off, he didn't just want to sit at home, you know, doing nothing. He wanted to do something. He said I could just sit at home and watch TV. Now, for me, my mindset would be different. Okay, let's say I was in a situation, I may say, okay, what kind of skills can I develop? Like, maybe I can study something new. Maybe I could read some more books. Maybe, like I said, maybe I could pick up a new skill set or get a different trade while I'm waiting for that construction business to pick back up. That would be my mindset. Like, if my house is paid off, I'm pretty straight on my bills, then I'm going to be thinking about what can I do to self-improve myself, add some more skills to my repertoire. But he said, okay, I'd just rather go and drive Uber, you know, and do that. That's fine what he's doing, right? You can't say he's failed, because I'm pretty sure we can assume once the construction business picked back up, he's going to get back to doing what he was doing, right? So him, or the person that's, like I said, retired, they're retired, so they just want something to do, right? That's understandable. Or even the recently arrived immigrant, right? The recently arrived immigrant that don't speak a lick of English, but driving is universal, so he or she know how to drive. and they was able to go and take a test and get their driver's license, then they can, start driving and making money. Maybe they learn English since they're in an English speaking country, but we like to forget because of all this diversity here and all these immigrants coming, to this area. Then they say, oh, well, hey, I can just not learn English and I'll be okay. Or even some of these jobs requiring that you learn Spanish. Can you imagine that you can't get hired in your own American citizen in an English speaking country unless you speak Spanish? That's crazy. But nonetheless, those individuals are okay to do it, right? And what else? Maybe the retired military veteran and a disabled person. These people are okay. It's not, when they're doing and driving Uber, it's not like, okay, they fucked up. But if you fit in none of those categories, if you are able-bodied, an American citizen, educated, have certain skill sets, then you are driving Uber full time, the reality is you fucked up. And you have to figure something out. You got to figure out what you got to do, because it's not cool to be driving Uber full time, even though they tell you you work for yourself. And that brings me to the point of my video. Anytime an entity, in this instance, the customer, the riders, have the power with just one word, one lie, to stop your income, you do not work for yourself, bro. You still work for the company. You still work for the customer. You do not work for yourself, because a person that truly works for themselves, who is self-employed and have their own business, it would take a lot more to stop that than just somebody making a goddamn false accusation or a false claim. And that is what happens in this gig economy, this ride-share economy. Individuals can literally stop your cash flow. And it doesn't matter how good you've been for that company, how much work you put in for that company, how many hours you put in for that company, how high your ratings are. At any point, a customer can make a claim, and that's it. Finito. Your income stops, because Uber is always going to favor, Lyft is always going to favor, DoorDash is always going to favor, Instacart is always going to favor, whatever other service you use is going to favor the customer over you, because of the profit motive and the fact that you are easily replaceable. You are easily replaceable. I had to emphasize that. Don't matter what your fucking ratings are, okay? I've seen people's videos who said I had a 5-point rating and 20,000 deliveries, and my shit just got deactivated because a motherfucker made a false claim. You know what I'm saying? The barriers of entry are so easy. When you work for yourself, that don't happen. And I work for myself, right? I work for myself as an entrepreneur, and I sold my product. And sure, I got customers that made complaints. It's going to happen, because you can't please everybody. That's life. No matter how good you are, no matter how excellent you do the product that you sell, you're going to always have somebody that don't like you. And so when I had my own entrepreneurial business, a true entrepreneurial business, certain customers were dissatisfied with my product. But guess what happened? My business still kept coming because those were a small percentage as opposed to the majority that were happy with what the product I offered and the service I provided. And that is not the case with the rideshare gig economy. You can have 50,000 customers that are satisfied with you, and all it takes is just one, making one dickhead, one asshole, one punk bitch, making one false claim, and that's the end of the story for you, bro. That's the end of the story for you. Your income stream is cut off. So that's all I had to say for this video, man. You thinking they feed you with the lie, work for yourself. Okay, about the only thing that is working for yourself is you get to turn your app on and off whenever you choose. That's about it. Outside of that, it's not a true work for yourself type of business. You know what I'm saying? It's just not, man. And with that being said, you heard the crazy mofo driving like that. A lot of crazy mofos for some reason are just depressed. With that being said,